So going back, so on the social medias, of course, have one of the strategies that we're implementing here with the Christian hip hop is the real strategies, and because of course we know that the social media sites, they want reels. If they want reels, if you put a post on your post and then you do a reel with the same thing, you're gonna see how the reel does better than the post itself. And so the post is good, but always do a reel. And I would do a reel every day. I would have 4 or 5 different reels, and I would just one day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Monday re-up the same one, re-up the same one, and of course have one with the information. Maybe have one of you just speaking, different types, and I'm sure Harmony's gonna help you with all that. Maybe do one of those nice productions, Harmony. One of those nice productions where you have the helicopter and she's running and then she's trying to get somebody a house and then you got the helicopter on her and they close a deal. No, I can see all this with Harmony. But yeah, that's what you want to do in the initial. So let's reiterate. Mortgage brokers, every mortgage broker you know should have your number on their phone. Even if they have 15 of them. Even if they tell you, I have 4 guys, dude. I got 4 guys that I've been working with. I don't care that you have 4 guys. I'm the 5th guy. I'm the 5th guy that you're going to put on your phone because when you call those other 4 guys and they're working, I'm going to be available. I don't care if I have 15 clients. I'm going to call you up. And I'm going to be there for you every single time. And this is the kind of attitude. This is kind of, you'll work your way into this type of confidence. Confidence, because it's all about confidence out here. If they see you, they ain't gonna work with you. These people in the real estate game, especially if they've been doing it for a long time, real estate, mortgages, that's hard sales. Those guys are animals, and you will become an animal in your own right. You don't have to be so super aggressive. I'm not saying about an animal in that sense, but you'll have a confidence in you as you build in time, and you need that confidence because when you're speaking to people, that confidence is king. So mortgage brokers, list of them, go talk to them, go become friends with them, take them out to lunch, anything that they need. You even tell them at the end of every conversation that I have with these guys, what do you guys need? Do you guys need anything? If you need anything, you might not need anything right now, but if you if you have a question, if you're looking for anything on the MLS, just call me. I'm your guy. If you want to find out a price somewhere, whatever, call me up. That's how you want to leave it with these guys. And it's a slow process, right? Because it takes a while to build these relationships. I closed my first deal, I'm going to be honest with you, in a month and a half. Just because I'm a freaking dog like that. I'm a dog like that. And plus, I always got a guy by my side, so he's always looking out for me. And I'm the type that if I hear God, if I hear him, which of course is never audible, but I get a gut instinct, something to do. I listen and I do it. And of course that's the Holy Spirit, working through you, and you have to discern it. But going back, without getting off my preaching mode here, going back, mortgage brokers, network functions, everybody, all your friends and family, every single one should know that you're their mortgage person. I couldn't tell you how many people I know that they're the mortgage person in the family, but yet the cousin or the sister got a house with some other guy, just because they're not promoting themselves. Friends and family in any business and any sales business is always going to be your first target. So make a list of all your friends and family. Make sure you have a nice poster, a nice flyer. Send them all the flyer. Hey, I'm in the game. Come on, guys. It's your girl. Y'all got to support me, man. If you know anybody that needs a house, call me up. Send it to them. And then do weekly. This game is about, it's the same game. Any sales game is the same way, right? It's the initial introduction, but then follow through is king. Follow through and following up with your people is king. That doesn't mean and what I mean by that is you come in, most people will go in with the initial, though. They're good to pass out the card. Hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But then they're bad at following up. Calling them up once a week. Oh, hey, what's going on, man? What you up to? Listen, it's JC, man. Yeah. It's your real estate guy. We met last week at the thing. Just wanted to see if you need anything, man. If I can help you out in any way. It doesn't even mean if you have a customer or not. But if I can help you out in any way, you let me know, okay? Just reaching out, dog. Hope you're doing good. How's your kids doing? Great. Oh, that's awesome, man. Little Johnny went to the boot camp. Oh, really? Oh, Johnny went to the boot camp. He just came back from the camp. Y'all see where I'm going with this, all right? So it's all about relationship building. That's all this is about. Um, in the real estate game, in the mortgage game, it's all relationship building. And I would imagine that any sales game is relationship building. I wouldn't say any, because the door-to-door knockers, you're not building relationships, door-to-door knocking. But you got to have at that type of sales, you got to have your game right, because that is probably the hardest type of sales that you can do is door knocking. The beautiful thing is that you have something that everybody wants. Everybody wants to get a home, so you have something gold. So it's not a hard sale. Now it's a matter of, are you going to be a salesperson trying to get the most out of your buck, which means that you're going to hurt some of your customers, and eventually you won't have them coming back to you, and they'll tell everybody and their mother that you're terrible because they wanted a $1,500 payment and you stuck them in a $2,500 payment to try to get some money off them. Yeah, you made an extra G, but now they're screwed and now they're pissed off, and now you think they're going to call you back ever? No, they're never going to call you back. So if you, again, go back into the consultant mode and all you're doing is getting information and then trying to get them exactly what they want, you take the pressure off the sales, and they're always going to be happy with you. Then when they close that deal, when you give them that bottle of champagne or whatever you get for them, and those little roses or whatever, a pen, whatever you're going to give them, because you should have some type of, a love pack or whatever you want to call it, at the end of the deal, with your cards, with all your information in there and all that. That way it leaves a beautiful touch at the end. So when they're telling all their friends and family, oh no, JC, man, this guy left me a gift basket. He gave me a fruit basket with his cards, information. He even told me about the house, how to inspectors, because that's another thing you should do. Find inspectors, find termite people, find all these type of people that would be dealing with real estate, and then make a list of them. Put it on a little flyer or a little pamphlet, and then when you close those deals, you put it in there, and you let them know, listen, if you need a roofer, if you need this, if you need that, I got your information in there, right? I made a list of all the things that you might need if something breaks down, if warranties, whatever the case is. And you have that list in there. And so, again, you're helping them out. They're going to be like, oh, my God, he gave me a gift basket and he gives me information that's going to potentially help me out in the future. They're going to love you. They're going to post it on the internet. Of course, take pictures with everybody. Oh, what's up? Look at the contract. We closed. You do that at the title company. And then you start posting all that. See, when I was around, there was none of that because we didn't have the internet like we do it today. So it was not this type of advertising. Nowadays, easy pics. Start showing your pics. I would even reach out to my people if they're really happy, and I would say, listen, if I don't know if you can do this. If you can, no big issue. But if you can, if there's any way you can make it like a quick little 1-minute video, just saying what I did for you, that I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm sure a ton of them are going to do it for you. Maybe not all of them, because some people, they're funny with the cameras. They don't know how to even get in front of a camera. But you're going to get a good number, maybe 60%, 70% that will say, sure, I'll do it for you. And then you have all those. And then you're posting that on your reels, and you're posting that. And it's just a time game now. It's a time game. As long as you're putting your effort, and you're hitting of course, you should always have goals. You should always be setting like numbers. I'm going to hit 5 people this week. I'm going to hit 10 people this week. Every week I'm going to hit 10 until I close my first deal. Every week I'm going to call 10 mortgage brokers. Every day I'm going to do this. Set your goals, and then work your goals. Work your goals day in, day out. And that's really it. There's nothing more than that. It's persistence. It's strategizing, using your mind. It's talking, relationship building. That's really what this is all about. There's nothing else. The numbers and all that, that's the easy part. Putting together a contract and writing it all up and sending it over and having it negotiated and working it back and forth and then signing and that's it. That's the easy part. The hard part is the consistency. As they go through the process of closing the deal, you're calling them up. Oh, yeah, I just talked to your mortgage guy, man. He says that everything's coming in. Your underwriting is great. You're looking good. We're looking at closing on this day. You're keeping them informed throughout the whole process because it's a scary process for most people. It's probably going to be their biggest payment that they've ever had in their whole freaking life. So it's a big deal for most people. So make it as pleasant as possible, and they're going to love you for it, and they're always going to call you back. And yeah, man, I wish you the very best in this journey. It's an amazing journey, believe me. It's probably the best. If I wasn't doing what I was doing now, matter of fact, I got a friend of mine that wants me to run his mortgage company, and I told him no because I'm doing this Strong Life Harmony. So you can see how freaking committed I am, dog. I'm all in. I've burnt the boats, dog. burnt the boats down, I'm all in. And so I told my guy no. I told him wait. I said wait. I need some months. I need to see if I can develop this. If I can't develop it in within a certain period of time, let's talk, dog. And so yeah, relationship building, talking. That's your life now. That's your life. Get used to it. Love it. When they call you, when people call you for a function, if it's 7 o'clock at night, if it's 8 o'clock at night, this is where you're gonna have to decide what type of hard salesperson you are. Because again, when somebody calls you and they tell you, "Oh yeah, I got a party tonight. I want you to come over," most people are gonna say, "Oh, dude, I got life, my kids. I gotta pick them up. I can't make it tonight." Next time you call me up. Like he's gonna call you next time, right? Most people, that's it. You burn the bridge one time and then that's it. They're not gonna call you. But so you gotta make it. In my case, if I was gonna get back in the game and somebody calls me, I don't care if it's 12 o'clock at night. What time is the party over there? At 12 o'clock? I'll be there at 12 o'clock. I show up, I intermingle real quick, I pass cards, I let everybody know what I do. Contact me, man, if you need any help, and I'm gone. I don't stay there 3 hours. I get in and get out. But I do go to anywhere they invite me to. Because I want to create that in their minds, that habit that, hey, you call JC, he's there anytime, any place. And if you have that reputation as you continue in this journey, and you create that reputation for yourself, you're going to have so much business that is pathetic. The beautiful thing about nowadays is that you sell one house. The average house is what? 200, 250, 300. Like I live in a block. My house is like a 1953 home. It's most of the properties in this block are 2-2s or 3-2s. Small little old houses. 250,000. My neighbor right next door to me sold his house for 400,000. He's got a bigger lot, but 400,000 cash offer. So nowadays, one home a month, you're getting 3% split commission. Let's say 3 to 2% on any given deal. On a $200,000 home, that's $4 to $6 grand. So now with one home, when I was doing it, it was 100, 140. If you got a $150,000 home, it was crazy. But the houses have gone up so high that the commission checks are so beautiful, so thick that you could literally sell one home a month and make a great living. Of course, that shouldn't be the goal, though. Your goal should be at least 4 a month, one a week. Because the reality, you won't close one a week. But if you have that in the mind, you'll be working towards one a week, and then you'll do your grind. If you got one a month, you'll slow up on some weeks. You'll be like, I still got 3 weeks to go. I'll bust it next week. You get what I'm saying? So create the habit. Create the habit of going to these functions, talking to these people. It should be scheduled for yourself. Work your calendar. Have your time scheduled as far as when you're going to call mortgage brokers in the morning. Time scheduled for when you're going to call customers. Time scheduled for when you're going to research on the MLS to get better at the MLS, because there's a lot of tricks. Like you'll learn how to do comps. You'll learn how to figure out what a property. A friend of yours will call you and tell you, hey, dude, I saw a house next door that I'm thinking about buying. It's close to my neighborhood. Can you check it out for me? And of course, then you call them back. Well, imagine when you call them back, and instead of just telling them, hey, it's 150,000, they're asking 150. You tell them, because you've done a little research, you tell them, wait, that house is worth about 180, dog. It's worth about 180. They sold it 3 years ago. The guy just bought it now. It looks like he can't make the payment, so they're selling it for 150. I guess he put in 50G. So you imagine you call him back and you give him more information than what he even asked you. You're always going to be a beast, and that's what I used to do. Back in my day, man, it was so beautiful too, because I specialized in taking out money at closings, and so I treated it like it was like almost like people needed me, and they really did, because I was able to get people homes that could never ever qualify. I'll tell you a quick story. I got a friend of mine a home. This guy had a 540 credit score. 540 credit score. He wouldn't have qualified with anybody else but JC, because JC knows how to do the deals. And so at the time, with a 540 credit score, I got this guy in a block home, 3 2-bedroom home. And it's not a great area, but it's not a bad area. It's a middle-class area. And at the end of the deal, he walked away with $3 grand. I couldn't do more because his credit scores were so low. But that's the kind of deals I were. So I was like, hey, y'all need me, man. I would start promoting, and I wasn't like asking people to come with me. I was like, wait, if y'all need me, I'm here. You know I got my sheets because I used to make a bunch of sheets with all the houses. I would have like 10 houses on one sheet. And I would have like 15 sheets of all researched homes that I already had researched with comps. I already knew what the values were. I already knew what the people were asking for. I knew how much I can pull out if I was pulling out cash at that particular closing. And I would make a list of all that with all the numbers. And I would have people, I would make a bunch of copies. A bunch of copies. And people would come into my office. I would send them out. It was like McDonald's. I would tell them, go check out the houses, whatever houses you like. Come back and we'll write up the deals. And that's what they would do, man. And it was a beautiful time. But those type of mortgages that I used to do back then are not around anymore. So it's a little bit difficult. But now it's even better, though. Because now when you're qualified for a loan, you are truly qualified for a loan. So yeah, I hope that I gave you a good gist of what the real estate game is all about and what you have to do in the initial. You'll learn so much with all your other guys and your mentors as you develop in your game, because obviously you're going to do a real estate office. They have mentors there. They'll have classes and courses and all that. And of course, you got your boy here. So if you have any questions ever, you reach out to me, okay? I hope that this helps you out in any way. God bless you guys. Love you, Harmony.